So I called it Vinland.
Do you know why? Because they won. They won the land, you know, because win land. Never mind. I'll let myself out. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am MrFonrath. It is early in the morning. A new day. Sunrise on the horizon. The birds are chirping. Vikings on the beach. And with them brings a new show, Vinland Saga. I've heard a lot of good things. A lot of people consider this to be their magnum opus, as they say. Their greatest anime of all time. The only thing I know about this show is that it has Vikings. And I have seen the first 3 episodes years ago. Vinland Saga's release was a little bit weird. They released the first 3 episodes 3 weeks early or something, and a lot of people watched it, me included. And then when the rest of the show started coming out, I didn't watch it. The only thing I really remember about those 3 episodes is it had a lot to do with the main character as a child, I believe. And the only thing I remember, I think episode 3 ends up off of some sort of main group gets ambushed or something, and then the kid had snuck onto the boat, and then it ends off there or something. I don't remember exactly. This was years ago, but we are here now to react to the entirety of Vinland Saga. Let's just get into it, shall we? I'm sure the first 3 episodes are going to be familiar to me, but it is what it is. Also, we are going to be watching the Netflix English dub. I'm sure a lot of people want me to watch it in subbed or the other dub or whatever. Apparently there's 2 English dubs. But personally, even though I'm completely fine with subbed, I still prefer the English dub when it makes sense and it's good, which I've heard that this is. So, sometimes I want to write things down. It's easier for me to pay attention when it's in English. And if you don't like it, well, sucks to suck. Get fucked, I guess. Anyway, episode 1 of Vinland Saga. I would. Yep. I remember this one. Yep, I remember this fight scene definitely. He ends up in the water or something and then escapes or something, right?
What's the matter? You seem kind of out of it.
Or,
Everything all right?
Sorry.
I think the thing was that he wants to stop fighting and then he purposefully deserts or something. And that's why he ends up in that town or whatever. It's starting to come back to me now.
That idiot always keeps us waiting. But I guess it's fine.
Okay, the subtitles are kinda not matching with the... I would have them on, but they're really distracting me because I can't watch something in English that also has subtitles that don't match. Because as I've said before, I have no problem watching subbed anime, so I'm very used to just reading the subtitles automatically. Once I'm reading subtitles, I can't pay attention to what's being said anymore. The hearing and the reading at the same time starts fucking me up. So I'm gonna have to turn off the subtitles, I guess.
What about you?
I'm going to slow them down.
What do you mean? How can you do that from...
Ooh, nice. So he's basically the perfect warrior. It's basically Achilles in this bitch. I should watch Troy again.
I'm sorry, Maria.
Such is life. Such is war. Ooh. Dude didn't even give a shit. Dude just doesn't give a shit. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure, like, okay, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure you would be sinking 100%, right? Do you see what this guy is wearing? Isn't this like, I want to say this is like chainmail of some kind or something, but like, I mean, look at all the layers of clothing that he has. And holding a sword? Like, bruh, you'd be sinking like a stone to the bottom of the ocean. Easily. Immediately. I'm pretty sure. Most people, I think, even have trouble swimming with their clothes on because clothing is heavy, especially when completely like soaked and wet. I'm not saying that that's like a problem with the anime or anything. I'm just saying, you know, it's. I don't think you would be able to swim with clothing like that on. That's why you see most like live action shows or movies or whatever where whenever someone falls into the water, they always start taking their clothes off because it's just like they're sinking. They can't get back up to the surface because they're just gonna drown. Vinland Saga, the saga of the land of the Vin. Unfortunately, we don't watch intros here. We don't. I was gonna say, unfortunately, from now on up until I think episode 3, it's gonna be kind of cringe because there's gonna be a lot of children. Because the main character, yep, there it is, right? And I remember this kid being a complete fucking idiot, and pissing me off. So we're just gonna have to, you know, really. I mean, I've heard he becomes badass once he grows up, but like, you know, I mean, for now we're just gonna have to really push through this cringe child stuff, you know. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Sometimes you just gotta go through the hardships in life to get to the good bits. I would. I would.
Oh, Thorfinn, could you go feed the sheep and milk the cow?
Sure.
Now, if this was like the modern day, the child would immediately be like, "Hell no, bro! Give me my iPad." But the reason they're so like, you might think, "Oh, well, the child is good mannered and well behaved, right? Doing what he's told, right?" Nah, they had literally nothing else to do back then, so obviously they had to do something to stave off boredom.
We sailed onward to the south. The wind seemed to be telling us there's a better land waiting for you on the horizon. And finally, we found it. A new continent. A new frontier, full of fruit trees and grassy meadows. A place like that needed a name. So I called it Vinland.
Do you know why? Because they won, and they won the land, you know. Because Vinland. Never mind. I'll let myself out. You know, something I want to real quick mention. If you've been paying attention, that whole sequence when he was telling the story, right? That story would not be nearly as epic if the music wasn't there. I still believe that music is, if the music is properly timed and really good, that's like 50% of what makes a show good. 100% in my opinion.
Couldn't speak each other's languages, but that didn't stop us. In fact, they even gave me this pipe as a token of our friendship.
They gave you the pipe?
Wait, your story doesn't make sense. Cause what about the Jormungandr? My grandfather told me it lives in the west, eating all the ships that sail by. And that nothing exists beyond it.
Ah, they're the flat earthers, huh? I see.
Sure, you go off on adventures, but you're useless in battle.
You see? Fucking kids. Man. Oh shit, it's the attack of the zombies. Oh wait, he's still alive.
Awful. People freezing to death in Greenland.
The cold front is bad this year. Livestock will be lost too. Every season it's worse. It's harder and harder for these old bones to cope with it.
It's freezing.
Welcome home, dear.
These two are the only ones getting a little weak. Go to bed. You'll catch a cold.
I'll be fine. Come and help me tie up the sheep.
All right.
Times are tough, even around here.
Indeed.
Someday we may face a winter that no one can survive. Back at home, my younger brother's making plans to leave everything behind.
It hurts. Ilva, there's no room for both of us. You have your own bed.
I can't seem to catch the sister's name. I'm starting to think it's Hilga or something. Because it's like, you know, the son's name is Thorfinn, father's name is Thors, right? So it's kind of like, you know, Thorfinn. Mother's name is Helga, I believe. So Hilga would be kind of, you know, make sense, right? But I'm not entirely sure. It kind of sounds like two different things. I need to listen to it more.
Don't worry about it, little brother. The adults can do that just fine on their own. Now, go back to sleep and let me give you a big hug. God's wounds.
Father, why do we have to do this? Normal people would just buy a slave. Especially with Mother's health, your daughter shouldn't have to do all the chores.
We do things our way. And always have. Ilva!
No, Hilva? God damn it. I can't seem to, like... You know what?
Ilva!
Ilva. Okay.
I thought that was it for me.
Are you hurt?
No,
What's wrong?
There's something down here.
Ilva?
Goat? Oh. How did he get there? So what? He was just like chilling next to the building or something? Or was he already buried?
how much of last
He must have
night's
been already
story was
buried.
true?
Died outside their house while they were sleeping.
How much, he says.
Ah, that is indeed a sad way to go.
What happened to that man?
He was buried in the snow.
That looks like it must
Indeed.
have hurt. How do you think he got them?
Slave.
Put more wood on the fire.
This is a mistake.
Wait, Father? Isn't he already dead? His limbs are rotting. And besides, isn't he... Well, you know.
He's not from this village. I wonder what the poor thing thought he was doing out in that blizzard.
What do you think he was doing? He's an escaped slave. And we'll be in deep trouble if we're seen giving him shelter.
Yep. That's usually how it is.
Beautiful place, with countless fjords that keep it safe. Or they did, until a powerful man named Harold arrived. His forces tore through our villages like a raging wildfire. And when they were finished, he proclaimed himself the first king of Norway. The people were forced to choose. Either submit and kneel before their new king, or leave their home for good. Many couldn't stand to live under Harold's tyranny, and went to a land far outside his reach. They came here, to Iceland.
I've never understood that, actually. I mean, people were fucking stupid back then, but, like, still, to fight for something as, I guess you could say, invisible as honor or pride, I've never got it. You know, to me, Maybe it's because, you know, we live in the modern day and we didn't grow up in these situations. But like, I don't know. For me, fighting for honor or pride or to become the ruler of a kingdom or whatever, it's kind of like, to me, it's the same as fighting for religion. You know, it's kind of like, sure, I take these people over and I rule over them and, you know, they work for me now, but like, and? Like, what's the point, what's the difference between owning a piece of land versus owning an even bigger piece of land, you know? So many of these like conquerors back in the past, they would, or you know, tyrants or leaders or whatever, they would already own a piece of land, but they still want to like conquer and invade other countries. And I'm like, but like, why though? Like, I just like, for what reason? So wow, you now you rule over one piece of land. Oh, now you invade another country, pointlessly just ruining a bunch of people's lives and potentially like very good like livestock and like, you know, resources, and you ruin your own resources as well because you have to obviously, you know, feed your armies and stuff like that, and loads of people die in your armies, and like, wow, you just ruin your own resources to then get more land. And it's like, it just feels like a giant dick measuring contest, right? Oh, I'm spending my armies and my resources to get more land and more resources to have bigger armies and bigger this and bigger that. And it's like, you know, at some point, like, what's the point? Maybe back then it was about like leaving your name in history or something. You know, if you conquer all the countries in the world or whatever, you conquer the entire world, you know, you go down in history as the ultimate emperor or whatever the fuck, right? Maybe that was the point. You know, they were so bored, so absolutely bored out of their mind, that they were like, dude, I'm just gonna take over the world. But I mean, I don't know. For me, I've never understood it.
You really are a big liar! My father and my ancestors would never run away like that! Stupid old man! Washed up geezer!
See, this is why I hate fucking kids. Dumb fuck. Absolute dumb fuck. And I get it. It's because they're children, but like, Jesus, you know?
He's alive!
Hey, can you hear me? Tell me your name.
But I've nowhere else to go.
Thors! Come quickly! Halfdan is at the harbor! No doubt he and his men are here looking for trouble again. And you're the only one who can face him. They said something about a slave and forced their way onto the shore. Leif is stalling them for the moment, but it won't be long before they draw their blades.
The only thing that looks good around someone's neck is a chain. Not gold or silver, just an iron chain. People can be so uncivilized, but put them in these, and that all changes. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I would not agree.
One of my slaves broke his chains and escaped. Anyone know where he is?
Why can't you just leave the quarrels of the past where they belong?
I remember you. You good-for-nothing little shit. You're the cocky bastard who took off my left arm.
You're one to talk. I only claimed your arm because you took my older brother's leg.
Honey, that's enough.
My brother will never walk again because of you. I should chop your legs off.
Go ahead and try. The People's Council means nothing to me.
I mean, on one hand, you know, it's good TV, right? But on the other hand, I can't help but say that this is the opposite of everything that I am. One, I think people who are just violent like this and like let their emotions get the better of them are just stupid and just fucking dumb. 2, I hate stupid people in general, and basically everyone in this timeline, I guess, in this time period is probably just incredibly stupid. And thirdly, I don't enjoy watching people start pointless fights and fight for no reason. I mean, there is reason, but you could still, like, once damage has been done, you know, one guy took another guy's leg, then the next guy took the second guy's arm. It's like, bro, enough is enough, you know? Like, Jesus.
You will stand down.
Bruh. You see? Completely unnecessary.
Tolerate those who mock the law. The law is a chain, and it's the only thing capable of turning savage brutes into men. Don't forget that.
I'm not gonna lie, right now, my favorite character is the sister.
Does anyone know where he is?
Part of me, I mean, I know that Thorfinn is the main character, but like, I really hope that the sister like is gonna be like a big character. I really do.
If you go far to the west, across the ocean, you'll find a wonderful place called Vinland, where the sun shines bright, plentiful, no slave traders, far from the wars of man. We'll go there someday. What do you think? You could come with us, and we could live in peace.
In Vinland.
I'm starting to think that Vinland is like the Valhalla of this show. You know, like the land that you arrive at when you die, or something.
It's not what you think. We weren't hiding him from you. He was about to die. We were just nursing him back to health so you could...
Tell me, how much did you pay for this slave?
Father?
I don't think they pay for slaves. I think they just take them.
To use young ones at that.
I'll give you 3. Let me buy him. So then, we have a deal?
He's coming home with me. He must be tortured as an example to the other slaves.
He's already dead.
What if I give you 4?
Idiot! Did you not understand what Lord Halfton just told?
Silence. What if I asked to double it?
Agreed. All yous are under 3 years of age.
8 sheep for a worthless bastard like that. How could I say no?
You're kidding. We're giving him 8 of our sheep now?
Yeah, true. Honestly, I kind of agree with her. You know, I know they're trying to make it seem like Thor is like, or Thor's is like a, you know, I want to say like a kind person, right? Like he'll do whatever it takes to protect people's lives and honor, right? But I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure they need their livestock to survive, and that's like a massive blow to their entire like living system. I kinda agree with her here. You know,
We're giving him 8.
at the end of the day, I don't think it's worth, you know, for one guy.
Ylva? Are you sad?
I thought that was obvious. He gave away all of those ewes and the man still died anyway. Father, you're such a fool.
True. Agreed.
Are we runaways like he was? Old man Leif said that... He told me that our ancestors ran away from the east. He said we escaped.
Yes, that's what I've been told.
Then... What would happen?
If we wanted to escape from here, where would we go?
Crush his head. Oh yeah, there's a dagger in that chest. That I remember as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. First episode down. From what I've seen so far, definitely a slow burn. I mean, I kind of knew that already, as I have seen the first 3 episodes years ago. I didn't remember most of this shit, but yeah, certain things like the slave. Once the slave arrived, then I was like, oh yeah, there was that slave guy. I didn't remember the sister at all. I definitely hope that we see a lot more of the sister, because like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I think the sister probably, I mean, again, I haven't seen Thorfinn as like grown up yet, so maybe he's kind of cool or badass when he grows up, but like for now, the sister is definitely my favorite character. She seems, honestly, she seems the type of character that I wish we had more of. Like straight up, I wish we had like a protagonist, like Ylva here, in like a show like this. You know, I honestly, I not gonna lie, I actually think she would make a great main character. I know that around like episode 3 or whatever, they will go, you know, Thors will rally the men or whatever and go somewhere and do something, but like I don't remember why, but definitely a very good like first introductory episode to a lot of the characters. We also get introduced, well, not introduced, but like a sneak peek, I guess, to whoever this guy is. I'm guessing this is like a villain or someone who will come to their island to fuck shit up. I did write down the family members' names. I don't know how relevant they're going to be for the rest of the show, because I assume something is going to happen. I'm guessing, I assume the father, Thors, is gonna die. I assume the mother is gonna die. I don't think the sister will, because I think she's too young and too good of a character, I think, to die so quickly. But eventually I think we're gonna have to end up in a situation where Thorfinn is on his own, you know, meeting new characters and doing whatever the show is going to have him be doing. So don't really know yet where we're gonna go, but you know, rest in peace to this guy, I guess. When you've nutted but you keep sucking. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed episode 1 of Vinland Saga. We shall be back with episode 2 shortly, and until then, see ya.